Hello, my name is Mariah George, and today we will be interviewing a gold refinery business in Mali called Gold for Hope. And we will be discussing what the business is, how they impact Mali, and what they do to impact the Malian people. Hello.
Hi, nice to meet you.
I'm Mariah George.
I'm Deidre, nice to meet you.
Okay. Deidre is the owner and founder of Gold for Hope, and she will be telling us about her business.
Yes, I gladly like to tell you about my business.
What makes it so significant to Mali?
Well, Mali is located in Western Africa. It's actually one of the only landlocked countries in Western Africa. And due to the desert terrain, we're able to have very large gold refineries. You're actually the biggest gold refinery and dispenser in Western Africa, in Africa as a whole. So we try to employ as many Malians as possible to try and work for us, and we try to keep the business in the country itself.
Oh, okay. So how does your business impact Malian lives?
Well, we definitely try and give as many people of the land as much opportunities as possible. We try to make sure that economically they're stable when we hire them, and we also try to make sure that they leave with skills that they didn't have coming into the business originally.
Okay. So tell me, what does your business actually do?
Well, we are the third largest producer of gold in all of Africa, and we teach all the miners that work for us how to manage and how to refine gold. Our country is one of the poorest countries in Africa, and a lot of the citizens that live there are below the international poverty line, so this gives them opportunity to work and be economically stable.
So how long has your business been in operation?
Well, about 5 years ago, I graduated from the University of Bamako from the Institute of Management, and I noticed that I wanted to keep the business at home. Because I noticed that a lot of Africans, that when they leave the country, they normally go out to other countries and they don't normally come back to try and change the economy of where they came from. So I worked in the mining companies for a couple of years and noticed that I can actually employ my people to do the same exact thing and make sure that we all make money for ourselves as well, not just me. So I actually started the business about a year ago, and it's been going pretty good so far.
Oh, that's great. So how many people have been employed so far?
Well, since we're such a small business and since we're relatively new, I've only been able to actually train about 10 fully talented and trained workers, but we plan on expanding very soon. But the people that we train obviously are now very skilled in this position, and they can outsource and train other people as well. So we're growing by numbers.
Oh, that's great. So what made you choose only local employees?
Well, our country is the third largest producer of gold, as I mentioned earlier, and I know what it's like to live trying to make ends meet, and I wanted to make sure that my people are thriving just as much as I am, because I believe in Sankofa, which means to return to the source and fetch, which means that you're allowing yourself and your people to grow as you do. So I wanted to make sure that we all are growing together, and keeping it local is something very personal and close to me.
Beautiful.
And I'm also fully aware of our country's economy, being one of the poorest countries in West Africa, and being poverty-stricken. I want to make sure and allow our people to believe that we can have such a thriving business in such an economy, in such an environment. If I can have a successful business, the person next to me can have a successful business as well, and that can help bring up the level and the economy of our country as a whole.
What are some of the benefits of your company?
Well, we are in the gold business, which everybody knows in this entire world that gold is something that is very treasured. For example, the U.S. economy bases their dollar off of the value of gold.
Yeah.
And being one of the largest producers of gold, it allows us to bring the wealth in to ourselves only. We have no middleman. And we make sure that we are the ones that are producing and refining the gold. So all the money stays in the country. We don't have to worry about anybody else taking any dollars in between us processing it and us refining it. And as I mentioned earlier, we make sure that all the people that work for us are employed locally. So that allows us to, make sure that the people that work for us are also very well taken care of as well. We offer them health benefits. We make sure that they are safe on the way to work and the way back. We make sure that the facilities that they work in are very clean and sanitized, and that it's not like mining businesses outside where their health and their lives are at risk every single day. But we also, our biggest benefit is that we make sure that all the proceeds from our gold goes to make sure that our employees' children are provided with books for their education, because our nation does not always provide as much funding for education as we would like.
And what are some challenges in your business?
Well, some of our challenges are the fact that, one, a lot of our proceeds go toward the government. 45% of our proceeds actually go towards the government, because we have to pay to make sure that all the gold is refined. And actually, due to the strengths in the country, all of our proceeds, the majority of our proceeds go there as well. That affects our workers, and that also affects us because it doesn't allow the company to grow. When you lose close to half of your proceeds, we can only pay the workers so much, which also leads into why we only have 10 employees working at a time. And it doesn't allow the business to grow and grow out because we have to give so much to the government. Another one of our restraints is our electricity. The fact that we're in a desert or semi-desert terrain means that we have to hire contractors to build anything that we need electricity-wise. That, again, takes away, because all of our electricity poles and anything that we need to make sure that the mining goes well is all freshly new. And due to the terrain, we don't exactly get the source of electricity like we need, which leads to power outages, which takes away from the business as well, because then that stops whatever process we had going.
Now, where do you see your business in 5 years?
Well, where do I want my business to be is more the correct question. Where do I see it exactly? I see it getting bigger. I see us being able to benefit more people. I see us being able to produce more gold without the government taking more profit away from us. But the main thing I do see is that we're able to impact more children and more employees. As long as we're able to hire more people and make the business bigger, that allows us to impact more employees and then give them better benefits while working for us. But at the same time, we're able to make sure that their children are also in a good state as well, because the more money we make, the more money it allows us to give to their children and make sure that the system itself is rolling very well, because the kids are our main focus.
Well, thank you very much.
No, thank you.
Giving us insight on your beautiful company.
Thank you.
And letting us know what it's about and how you help Mali. We're very, very grateful for your interview, and I hope you have a great day.
Thank you very much. Support Gold for Hope. Thank you very much, and have a nice day.